Okay, Multiplication Monday, we're starting off with, as soon as it was spring, Eliza was ready to see some flowers bloom. She planted a garden using 48 seeds in each row. She then planted 12 rows. How many seeds did she use total? So, if there's 12 rows and there's 48 seeds in each row, I hope you remember your math magic word each is saying that you're going to multiply. So, we have 48 times 12. We could do it standard algorithm, or we could do it in the box. Let's do the box way because I know some of my friends do like that, and then we will check it with our standard algorithm. So 48, we are going to split that up at the top of our box, 40 and 8. Now 12, we're going to split up here on the side of the box, 10 and 12. Now you do your area model, length times width, and fill in each box. So this is 10 times 40, which is 400. 10 times 8, which is 80. 40 times 2, which is 80. And 8 times 2, which is 16. So now if we put these together, 480 is 480. And 80 times 16 is 96. 576 seats. Now, let's double check that with standard algorithm. We cover up the 1 and do 48 times 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Put the 6, carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 more is 96. Oh, look at that. 96, 96. All right. Now, before we move on, we got to put a 0 there because we're not doing 48 times 1. We're doing 48 times 10. By putting the 0 there, it accounts for it being a 10. Now we just got to do 48 times 1. And 48 times 1 is 48. Oh, look over here. 48. I think it's going to come out to be correct. 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 8 is 17. 1 plus 4 is 5. So again, whether we did it the 4 square way or if we did it standard algorithm way, our answer should be 576 seats. Okay, true or false? 100 kilograms is equal to 100,000 grams. Okay, so I know it's been a while, but remember when we're talking about metrics, we're talking about units of 10. Okay, so 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. Okay, so if we were to instead have 1 kilogram have 100 kilograms, would this be correct? Okay, so let's take a look. We added 2 zeros, right? So instead of having 1 kilogram, we have 100 kilogram. So then that means over here, we would have to add 2 zeros to our 1,000. Okay, so if we have 1 kilogram, it's 1,000 grams. But if we have 100 kilograms, we would have 100,000 grams. So because we have the right amount of zeros added on, we know that this is true. Shade in the prime numbers blue and the composite numbers green. Okay, so just in case you forgot, a prime number is a number that you can only make by doing itself times 1. It's the only way. It's prime because it only has 2 factors. Itself times 1. Composite is a number that can be made more than just one way when you multiply 2 numbers together. Itself times 1 plus at least one other set of factors. Okay, so let's do the number 2. If we're going to make the number 2, you can only do that with 1 times 2. There's no other way to make 2 when you're multiplying. So 2 is a prime number. 64. Now, obviously, you could do 1 times 64, but it's an even number, so we know that we can do at least 2 times something, which would be 2 times 32. So right there, you have more than one set of factors. 64 is composite. 37. You could only make 37 itself times 1. So 37 times 1 is the only thing you could do. So 37 is prime. And 49. We know you could do 1 times 49 and 7 times 7. So that's going to go ahead and make that composite. 13. You could only make 13 with 13 times 1. So it's prime. 7. You could only make 7 with 7 times 1. So that's prime. 14. I can tell you right now, 1 times 14, 2 times 7. So more than one way, it's a composite number. And 17. You can only make 17 with itself times 1. 1 times 17. So 2, 37, 13, 7, and 17 are all prime. 64, 49, and 14 are composite. And describe the weather outside today using scientific words. Well, thankfully, there is no rain today because we've had a lot of rain since we've been out of school. It's a very pretty day outside today. So I would say it's sunny, spring-like temperatures. It's warm. Definitely a day that you want to be outside. So I hope that you guys will go outside today at some point, get some fresh air, keep doing what you're doing. Our exact path minutes are going up. Just about everybody got their green lights on reflex, except for a handful of friends. And I'm still waiting on about 7 of you to get those Pearson reading assignments done. You're now going to be 4 weeks behind because I'm doing one every week, and I just assigned the 4th one. So if you haven't gone on Pearson yet, you are 4 assignments behind on your reading grade. So please get to that as soon as you can. I guess that's it for today. And remember, we are only going to be working up until Thursday because Friday is going to officially start spring break. And Thursday would have been a half a day of school. So we only have to do schoolwork up until about noon on Thursday. Whatever you guys didn't get done throughout the week for your time limits and your green lights and your Pearson, we'll just try to get that caught up on Thursday. Bye, guys. I will see you tomorrow.